Hi, everybody. I wanted to talk today a little bit about our relationship with our needs. So, for some reason, I don't know how that happened. Um, we have this idea in culture that needs are something to be ashamed of. That when you have a need, you should suppress it as much as possible, that you should alleviate it, that you should ignore it. Because to have a need is to be weak, to have a need is to be vulnerable. Where really, in reality, to have a need is to be human. We need breath. We need food. We need water. We need shelter. We are human needings. We are not human beings. We are not human doings, but we are in constant need. The only times we stop having needs is when we die. Because if you were to stop having needs, you would be dead within a minute and a half, however long it takes you to pass out from not having any more oxygen. You are constantly needing. So wherever this idea came from that to need is to be weak, to me, it's ridiculous because to need is to be something that exists. We only exist when we're needing. So from that mindset of having needs in order to continue the existence of your life and expanding it beyond, food, water, shelter, and moving it into actually there's the needs of survival, and then there's needs of expansion, needs of abundance. And that goes into connection, love, expression, community, need for touch, a need for celebration, a need for understanding or to be understood, a need to be seen and to see. When we're looking at those needs in that mindset and saying, no, this isn't a sign of your weakness, this is a sign of your life trying to expand, trying to extend itself, trying to continue its existence. How would you look at it that way? How would you start relating to your needs if this wasn't a weakness, but this was a sign of your life saying, yes, more, yes, more, yes, more? Something that I heard that I loved was um, this woman was in an ayahuasca ceremony and she just, as a joke, asked ayahuasca, like, so tell me the meaning of life. Like, what's the meaning of life? And ayahuasca appeared to her as a little girl. She started giggling and she ran up to her and she said, the answer to the meaning of life is yes, and then ran away. And I loved that because this idea of like the universe constantly saying yes, that is the meaning of just saying yes to it, saying more to it. So looking at your needs of I have a need, I'm feeling lonely, I have a need for connection, and the universe saying yes, more, more, keep going, give us more. So even just feeling the power of that, of yes, more, more, feel this need more, feel this desire more. And this is not a sign of your weakness. This is your sign of your receiving of life, of your breath of life, of your knowing that you get to keep existing and your existence gets to keep expanding. It doesn't have to stay bare minimum. It can keep growing. Looking at it that way, looking at your needs as your children, as your four kids, in the car, one of them saying they're hungry, one of them asking when we're going to get there, the other one wanting to look at the iPad, the other one wanting to look outside and ask questions. Those are all your needs. How do you answer? How do you relate to each and every one of them? Do you lose patience and say, shut up to your children in the back of the car? Do you say, we're almost going to be there? Do you think about what is the first need that needs to be met here? Maybe it's hunger. Maybe if we, stop at some Dairy Queen and get some food, you know, other things are going to shift. You're really feeling into my children are my needs. My needs are sitting in the back of the car asking for what they really want, what they really need, what will help them be here, be present. And instead of punishing them, we actually relate to them, we actually connect to them, we actually take responsibility for them as a loving parent. And then shifting that mindset, shifting that. So your needs are your children, your needs are life asking for more. Your needs is your existence, knowing it's here, to feel present, to expand, to keep impacting, to keep stepping forward. And seeing yourself not as a nuisance, not as a weakness, but actually as something that was intended to be here. And it can only be here if it's asking for what it needs. can only tell you the way by asking you what it needs, by asking for more. You don't know even what you're developing or creating unless you're meeting those needs, because those needs are pulling in the things that you will step forward to create. Hope that was helpful. I wanted to invite everybody here to my 4-month mentorship coming up called Trusting Love, which is really about knowing that this greatest love, life force, which is love, the thing that really moves and pulls through us, and not to be afraid of it, not to hide ourselves from it, but to step into it, to expand ourselves, to widen ourselves, and to create a relationship with it, to create a relationship with our own self. Because how can we love ourselves if we don't know who we are, if we don't know what we're needing? How can we love the other? How can we love our partners, our family, our friends, when we see them as things that are nuisances or burdens or strains on ourselves, but we really see them as life force, asking for more, wanting more connection, needing more, and seeing that yes, that answer of yes, of deepening and deepening and deepening actually is what's creating what was always meant to come through. Hope that was helpful. There's a link on the bottom for more details of the course. You're also welcome to step into one-on-one mentorship with me, and there's a link there below, same one, to really get that full holding, that full knowing that the universe is saying yes to you. So if you feel called to it, go ahead and let yourself say yes, deepen into your own intimacy, deepen into your life force, to your love force, and start meeting your own needs. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day, and see y'all next week.